Welcome to Ultimate Gamer, and we're back with some more Call of Duty action. My name is Upmine, joined here by Saber, and we have ourselves Battle of the Beasts. It is winners finals.
Yeah, both of these teams have played amazing today. Obviously, we're going to talk about that game too. That insane Orklov comeback and just the pure dominance from J-Baby on St. Petrograd.
No, absolutely. That was probably, I mean, again, if you put it in a professional scope, that was one of the most impressive really performances that I've ever seen in a singular map.
Yeah, we're just going to keep cycling back, you know, J-Baby.
Yeah.
J-Baby.
J mother loving baby. I mean, it's not only him, but you know what I mean? Of course he's going to be pulling out all the frags. Yes, it helps, but he has a good support staff on his team too. I keep going back to it, but the last player to get a frag, the last player to get actually 2 frags at the very end was a player like Young Simba. Then you go out, you know, throughout the rest of the squad, and they do have a good support staff there. It's good defense, good, you know, map recognition, great rotations, great teamwork. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, they're not the only team up here on stage. We have Team Blue that ended up taking the first map against the Counter-Strike veterans of Team Red in a really handily 3-0.
So, out of both of these teams, who is somebody to pay attention to?
Well, I mean, of course, yeah, we talked about J-Baby. J-Baby is going to be huge going into this next game, considering the fact that you know, Team Blue, they do have a couple of all-stars here and there. Specifically, we're going to be looking out for Roe, believe it or not, and I mean, simply because we didn't really expect that level of play coming out from a player, you know, kind of his caliber, claiming that he was, you know, more or less an amateur coming into that last map. But, of course, you also have really the, you know, sort of the point of interest in this tournament. It's going to be Jovi coming in from the professional Rainbow Six scene. He played for Flipside Tactics in a couple of qualifier events very early on into Rainbow Six's career, and also catching a pretty bag with his team. So he's got himself the moolah, and he's actually going to be looking forward to Valorant coming up very soon. But, of course, today is not Valorant, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Call of Duty, and Winners Finals is up next on deck. I'm very excited to see what happens, and I don't think the map pool has changed. It's the same 3 maps, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it? I thought we were switching up the maps a little bit.
Oh, we are switching up the maps. Okay.
I am not entirely sure.
Curveballs.
But one person to keep your eye on is Roe.
Yes.
Absolutely. Game 1 of the day. Kid is a monster on the map.
Kid frags.
No matter where you were, no matter what position you were in, no matter what gun he had in his back pocket, he was getting the kills.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's going to be him, Asian Braum, and Jovi really to step up for this squad. They're going to be really the fraggers at first. But if anything, I mean, you still have a couple of other very impressive players on their team, and when you really stack it up all with each other in terms of teamwork, in terms of just match flow in general, I'm actually very excited to see how this Team Blue team is going to kind of adjust their play style to Team Rock Esports. Because again, Rock Esports, they did not look very confident whatsoever going into map number 1, and they took it interaction by interaction, kill by kill. That ended up helping them out. Of course, a little help from our man J-Baby, but you know, I'm definitely looking forward for a little bit of a sweep here for Team Blue. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know, I think there will be a few rounds where it's pretty close. I do think there will be some rounds where our jaws will be dropped, but for sure. I ultimately think this could be just a dominant game from one of the 2 teams. Could
definitely be. I mean, that's more or less just NA tactical FPS in general. It's very confidence-based. You're gonna have, you know, most of the players really going for, you know, the wide swings deeper on as the game goes on. And I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the more confident you are, the more heads that you start to tap, purely because you're just NASCAR swinging everything, zooming around corners. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've surprisingly loved the movement out of these players. Like, I know we've talked about it throughout the day, but to see controller movement look so smooth from a mouse and keyboard, it's crazy to me. Not being a PC player.
Right, and I wanted to ask you straight up, is leagues like CDL played on mouse and keyboard mainly, or is it controller?
PS4 only.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I mean, then it gets a little bit messy then, because mouse and keyboard movement, I have no clue how that dynamic ends up going out, because of course, I could just say this straight up, I said this before the tournament, but I come from a Counter-Strike and Valorant-based background, and Call of Duty hasn't exactly been my strong suit ever since I was in like early high school and middle school, you know, just playing with friends, playing like Black Ops, you know what I mean? And, you know, going into this, man, it's, well, I'm glad that COD is back to, you know, of course, that quote-unquote boots on the ground setup, but there's also just so many different mechanics that have just changed over time. And I just want to hear from you, though. What is a point of interest going forward in this tournament in terms of, you know, in terms of mechanics? Because, I mean, like you mentioned before, movement is going to be a very important factor.
I'm just super excited to watch this game because from both of the matches we saw today, you know, each of the two teams sitting in front of us were very dominant in very different ways. So I want to see how the Blue Squad can counteract against Team Rock, and I want to see how Team Rock can counteract against the Blue Squad.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's that counterplay that you really only get deeper on in the tournament. And now that both of these teams have actually had an opportunity to kind of view each other's play style, kind of see how they play in terms of not only, you know, fragging power, like who's going to be a player to, you know, look out for on the map, but also just dynamic between the players. Also, what loadouts each player is going to be using, and you know, you kind of looking around at this point, ladies and gentlemen. The teams, they're picking out loadouts. I do see the isolated SMG here and there. Now, we're going to go back kind of to that first game when I was asking you more about gun meta, and we've seen a lot of meta-breaking decisions thus far in this tournament.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't hold it against the players like I would myself on PlayStation, because, you know, I guess you could just put it simply as these players don't know better. Somebody like me understands that those attachments and those weapons and stuff like that are not allowed, but they don't. So, you know, it's just, they're out here competing, but at the same time, they're just having a good time. So,
yeah, for sure. I mean, that's really the setup for this entire tournament, but also, I mean, this is kind of the predecessor for multiple other, you know, for a bigger Ultimate Gamer tournament in the future, and to kind of establish yourself as that preliminary winner, as to establish yourself as a team of quote-unquote Ultimate Gamers. That's going to give you not only a lot of confidence going towards that bigger tournament at the end of this year, but also it's going to lead into maybe a new team forming, because we do have a team like Team Red and Team Wolves, who both teams, they are very, very much accustomed with one another as teammates. But ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the roars of "let's go," you know what I mean? And they're ready and raring to go. You see that match beginning screen. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have map number 1 of winners finals. It's going to be Rock Esports facing off against Team Blue. Jacob, it's going to be Gunrunner again.
Gunrunner. The memories that I have on this map.
The memories. Explain, sir. I mean, it seems like you've had a fun time.
I've, you know, I've had my fair share of missed clutches. I've had my fair shares of getting swept, but I've also had my good amounts of
your highlights.
Just my dominance.
Okay, I see the confidence. You want to be down there, not up here. Okay, I see you. Like, I like how most commentators are just like, well, that's why they're down there and why I'm up here. No, you're just like, yo, give me some sticks. I'm down with it.
I'm cracked on the sticks.
Ooh, okay. I see you. But all good, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a little bit of a restart on the server, so we will get that going as soon as we can. But Let's talk about, again, kind of this matchup in general. We did talk about some of our favorite players, but what really, in terms of both teams, what really strikes out to you in terms of strategy for both sides? Is there really a linear strategy, or is it purely fragging power?
From every team I've seen today, even the teams that have lost, it is pure frags. Nothing shy of it. Like there is some teamwork here and there, but I don't think any of them are like, okay guys, let's split this, let's push this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it all typically is just normal frags, and I don't blame them. I mean, all these guys come from a different background, and they're playing a whole new world to them, but they're good. Yeah,
no, absolutely. Some of these players, they are, new to COD. I mean, we were even talking to some of them. You could even joke a little bit, being like, we have to install COD to practice this game? Are you kidding me? And it's kind of been like that. You told me earlier kind of the sentiment about some players nowadays in terms of the current COD meta, how it's just like, maybe I don't really want to invest all this time into like professional COD. Like, should that really be the sentiment, or should some of these players just be having fun with it?
I think at this point in the game, everyone should just be having a good time. You know, like, obviously, some of these players could excel from their past games and maybe want to look at a future in Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is rumored to be PC. So I guess we can see where that goes. But I feel like at this point in the game, with there just being no meta, and I think everyone's just here to have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, some of these teams are literally just like teams of homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not going to be as intense as you would think for, like a major COD tournament. But again, you bring in that extra layer. And this is only day one of the weekend, and it hasn't exactly been, that juice that we're looking for, the sauce in terms of competition. We're really going to see that coming tomorrow with League of Legends, a game that is certainly going to be a swing game, where you have players who, you have teams that maybe have like one or two representatives from League of Legends. They're not exactly going to be all that accustomed to it. And if I'm
just going to take this opportunity to hit the bathroom.
Valorant is going to be that one major finale for everything, because of course you have some of these players that do come from this FPS background, but they're used to the good old sticks. You know what I mean? They're used to the sticks. They're not used to that good old mouse and keyboard. And it's not only that, but Valorant is such a new game that if you don't have experience in any tactical FPS on mouse and keyboard, you're pretty much going to be screwed. Counter-Strike players have an immense advantage going into the game. That's why you see, if you guys are following up with the Valorant Pro scene, most of the tournaments, the top threes, most of the players are ex-CS pros, either that or just ex-CS semi-professionals. And you do get the isolated Apex Legends team, you do get the isolated PUBG team, but you have to have kind of that CSGO mindset. You have to have that, that wide swing, that tap mindset coming in from a game like CS, going into Valorant. But of course, if you come in from different ability shooters, like again, CS doesn't have abilities. So you come in from Apex Legends, you come in from Call of Duty, you come in from Overwatch, you're still gonna have a chance. So that game is going to be quite entertaining, to say the very least. And ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for this one to go up. It seems like we do have a little bit of a technical issue with one of our players, but we'll get that fixed as soon as we can. Now, Jacob, of course, today is pretty much the highlight of your weekend, of course.
Yes,
so kind of talk to me about kind of the your experience in Call of Duty this far, because we are just chatting at the moment, and I just wanted to know personally from you, what is kind of your backstory in COD, my friend?
Well, I started playing it on the 360 as a young child, and
a young lad,
just a young boy. Black Ops 2. Got it for Christmas, and I was playing it, and for the first little bit I thought this was just how you play the game, but then as time went on I was like, okay, I'm pretty good at this. So
you got that confidence early on, just like, yo, I'm a 10-year-old baller. Like, I be tapping heads like, hey, nobody's business. Don't even catch me on the playground. Catch me on PSN, baby. Catch me on that Xbox Live. Oh, damn, dude. Okay, I didn't know that.
Just ever since then, like, just always ended up buying the new one, always learned the metas, always learned how the game was played. And then I remember when it got to, I want to say Infinite Warfare? No, it was Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was when I started playing GBs and CMG and stuff like that. And then Infinite Warfare is when I cared to start my first team. And it didn't go so well. But then World War II came out.
I think their other team is having technical difficulties.
I was just a whole nother level at that game. Like, I don't know what it was about the game.
Damn.
I don't know what it was, but I was just really good at it. And from there, I was like, all right, like, I love this. I don't want to work at McDonald's anymore. I want to do this.
I want to. Oh yeah, I see you. I mean, especially both of us. We're actually Full Sail University students, both at the sportscasting course at that school, and kind of it's not only just just kind of the commentary aspect of it, but also the school has given us kind of this platform of opportunity for esports. Myself, I haven't been able to pursue it all too much because Counter-Strike isn't exactly a hot point for collegiate. But yourself, however, and the team. Collegiate COD does have its niche, and Full Sail just so happens to be like a top 8 team in all of collegiate COD.
Yeah.
So you're surrounded by some like talented dudes.
Full Sail was just like we knew the team was going to be good, but it was a lot better than we thought it'd be. And being able to cast the Hall of Fame Worlds Collide was great because we got to see the Full Sail team versus a bunch of students who were generatedly put on a team. They played an entire tournament and then got to play off against the team in our arena.
Yeah, that entire tournament had like a pretty cool format. Yeah. Absolutely.
So
I mean, just as kind of a concept for a tournament like this, I would love to have like an Ultimate Gamer team face off like a team of pros.
Yeah,
that would be really fun.
That
to
would
watch.
be cool.
That would absolutely be fun to watch. But I mean, I'm very excited to kind of see where the future Call of Duty goes from here on out, because again, we're talking about kind of CDL and how. Yes, Call of Duty, World League. It's not exactly the worst thing in the world. It's very entertaining. Still pulls in a lot of views, but I want to hear from you. However, what exactly do you want to see changed from this COD to the next one? Because you've been watching, competitive play this entire time, and it's been extremely entertaining. This is an esport that I would sit down, watch, just have a good time. But as a player, what would you change?
I think the biggest thing that needs to be changed, and funny enough, a lot of players are saying this amongst the Twitter, but
Twitter.
I think the devs just need to listen.
Wow. Okay.
Whenever we complain about an issue, they're like, "Oh, okay, but here's a Warzone update."
Yeah, it happens. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we've been discussing pretty much the video game that we were supposed to watch, but instead we're actually going to get it. Oh, we have a server, we have a game. It's going to be Team Blue versus Team Rock. So let's get into it. It's already a 4-on-4. Hornet getting traded out.
I actually believe up mine that this is Team Blue versus Wolf Esports.
No, Team Rock ended up winning, remember? Or am I crazy?
Their clan tags say Wolf.
Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
Anyways, we got two.
That's brazy.
Both of them are tagged down. Everybody's going down by the hands of Ro.
Sure.
Oh, what? What?
Did they just run
He gets away with his life. He is in a 1v4. There's 35 seconds left on the bomb. Dr. Scope, he takes out AJ2K. He's in a 1v3. He finds one more, and he cannot finish the kill. The first round will go towards Team Blue.
Dude, I was already confused at first, like which team was actually playing, because I mean we saw Team Rock win. We saw them win earlier, so I guess the Wolves, they were just like, yeah, no, it's our turn on the playground.
I think we threw ourselves off hyping up J Baby too much.
yeah, absolutely. We're caught with our pants down. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is Team Wolves that did end up losing to Team Rock or Team Rock Esports a little bit earlier on. And yes, the winner from our first game, it is Team Blue. So this is a very interesting match to say the very least, because Wolves to us, they were a very good mechanical team, if I was being completely honest. And look at this. I mean, it's already quick frags going back and forth.
Run away again.
Dr. Oscope can get himself a frag, and he ends up going down. However, now it's just going to be down to that 4v1. It's the quote-unquote "that's nasty." It might not be him though. We'll get that tag eventually. Been saying that a lot. But it's a round win. It's gonna be a 2-0 start here for Team Blue.
Yeah, like I know we've talked about J Baby a lot, but look, it's his time to shine again. Row 5-0, starting off this first match in winners finals.
He is crazy, man. He's absolutely crazy, and I mean, this is kind of that mentality going into COD. So even if you have that tactical FPS experience, you're not going to be able to catch up with some of these players. It is incredibly fast-paced, and even if you're just chilling and even if you're chilling in the building, you got to watch your back at all times, because there's so many spots, at least on this map, that you could just flank on, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
So it looks like Team Blue has favored the A bomb site. Nope, don't take out your teammate now.
Yeah, but Rowe, even then, although he does get a little bit of damage, does end up getting that frag. And now
Rowe ends up getting a two-piece, taking out Shinsa and Hornet, but That's Nasty flips and turns on AJ2K, but Asian Braum takes out That's Nasty. That Vector is just, everybody loves it apparently this event.
Yeah, we've seen multiple players play out with a Vector. Do you see that too much in the play?
Not really, just because the gun is so new.
Okay.
So yeah, it came out a couple days ago with the new season.
Wow.
But there we go. Team Blue up 3-0. And you can hear it on mine. They are loving this.
Oh no, they're absolutely loving it. This map is theirs.
They won that finals.
Yeah, they have mid on lock. Really,
I'm probably getting destroyed, bro.
I'm really just trying to give some sort of edge here to the Wolves. But really, everywhere that they've been approaching, they run into these 1v1 gun duels, and they're just not winning them. Period. They have a combined 6 kills on the team thus far in 3 rounds. Oh, that's only 2 kills a round, and most of them was done in the first round. So I mean, it's kind of rough here for the squad. Definitely do need to step up, especially here on this attacking side. And all right, a good start. They do pitch a frag.
Hornet's gonna take out Lee's, but AJ2K is gonna take out D Nasty to make it a 4v4 in round 4. Rowe is gonna take out Dr. Roscoe.
Let's go, got 2.
Hornet's gonna answer back and take out Rowe. It's now a 3v3.
There's one on top of the
Jovi's going to be taking over the A side by himself, but I think this is going to be a B push.
Oh, nice, absolutely. Nice. But there goes Shinsa taking down AJ2K.
Behind you, Shinsa.
Yeah, bump feet.
Really big approach coming in from the Asian Braum. He spots out one. It's going to be a tough battle, but still.
Jovi saw one rock next to the B bomb, and he's going to back up. He's going to hit vent, and he's going to hit boiler room. So he's going to try and push you and see if he can hit somebody on rock.
Yes, sir. Asian Braum with yet another frag. And he's going for another one! Asian Braum goes absolutely nuts in the round. And look at the pop up for the team. The energy is high, and it's 4-0. They're hyped for grand finals.
This team wants it all.
No, I love it. I mean, this is, ladies and gentlemen, we have not seen a LAN tournament in the longest time. And I don't know, we talked about it a lot in the first game, but we haven't exactly talked about it in like maybe, what, 2-3 hours? Ladies and gentlemen, this is LAN. We are right next to each other. We actually snagging some fist bumps, and you like to see kind of that mentality still alive in some of these players. Love to see it, man. And you already get a kill coming out from Shinsa, turned it out by Asian Braum. Big frags. Asian Braum off the back of a quick 3K round, and he's still looking for more, man.
This is a very split decision from the blue squad. You have Jovi, by himself, pushing through crates, pushing up to B. Then you have the rest of the team left alley by A. So I'm not Jovi spots one and he tags him up. He sees his name and he takes him out with a headshot.
Great headshot. Just try to follow that position. Oh, but he was going for the flash and he was caught with his pants down, man. But look at this. It's going to be a plant coming in from the blue squad. Row, Asian Brom. This is a power duo to say the absolute least. And now it's just down to a 2-on-1. Asian Brom on the wing. Row going for the flank. Oh, what a combo! Oh, no way! Row running out of bullets. And he punches him down! He punches him down! Team Blue is up 5-0 in map 1! Unreal! So you guys can see this kill cam. I don't know if you guys saw it on stream, but he goes for the sucker punch. Unreal.
Plays.
Row has 11 frags.
Row is 11-1. Let's see if we can hop on board with him real quick.
No way. 11 kills for Row.
Yeah, but Ro's got 11 already.
So I mean, man, what a game! What a game thus far from Team Blue. And sheesh, we didn't really expect this at all because I mean, you look at some of the bigger names in the tournament. Of course, Jovi's certainly one of them, but we didn't expect that his team would be carrying him all that much. That's crazy. But well, yeah. Speaking of other players, the Asian Brom, he does end up getting sticky, so that's a sticky situation to say the least. But now it's a 3-on-1, and that is just it. The cleanest game thus far here today on stream. It's a 6-0 done in timely fashion. These guys are trying to go. Back to their hotels. They're trying to just vibe out, man. That's all I'm saying.
I want this final to be Row versus J Baby.
Wow, that would be so sick.
Who's gonna hit 20 kills first?
Row in a 6-round game, Row pulls out 14 kills. Are you kidding me? Over 2 KD for the man. He actually had 1 death, but still over 2 KD for the guy. And geez, not a single person going positive for the other team, but that's kind of expected. They did just kind of get wiped up. Is going to be quite the switch going over into our next game, our next map, because if I'm not mistaken, this is still a BO3 format. This one could be done in a snap.
Yeah, Team Blue could end it right here and go to the finals and send the other team home.
Yeah, it could be sent down to losers though. We don't really know what the bracket is like at the moment. Again, we were expecting another team up here on stream, ladies and gentlemen. We were expecting Rock Esports actually up here on the board, but we will get updates as soon as we get it. But honestly, this is kind of the entertaining game that I kind of wanted to see because there are players here on the Wolves team that has showed glimpses of success, mainly Dr. Oscope and Shinsa, 2 players that you guys want to watch out for going into this next map, especially in map number 2. What's our next map again?
Arklov Peak.
Arklov Peak. Multiple battles going out throughout mid, and there are some seriously good lurk players here on this Wolves side that honestly is going to make all the difference going forward, but are they going to get any of these opportunities? We get the land yells of "Let's go!" And we're back in it. 10 seconds left of the clock, and map number 2 is live.
Yeah, man, you know, you're hearing the yells, you're seeing the fist bumps, you feel the vibes.
I just miss LAN overall, man, and this is
right side A.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
After that clean 6-0 by Team Blue, you know, this is either going to be another clean sweep or Team Wolves is going to be like, all right, we need to step our game up and we need to win this game to send it to the 3rd and final map.
Yeah,
but it looks like Team Blue is just going to be rushing straight up trench. They're going to send 2 back trench. Asian Brom is actually going to pick one out from top hostile while AJ2K picks one out. Rose picking up another one.
Okay, multiple frags going back and forth, but it's still a 3-on-1 going towards the side of Team Blue. Jovi does end up going down though. Now it's just down to Hornet trying to go big, but it's not gonna matter. Big frag at the end of that end yet again to set the momentum, to set the confidence. It's gonna be yet another round for Team Blue.
It is so crazy to me watching the way Team Blue plays this map. As a player myself, you play this map slow, but they are just rushing straight up trench, which you never see, and they're catching them off guard every time.
They're confident, man. I mean, it's sort of that pug, that pickup game lifestyle where it's just like, all right, you know what? This isn't a serious game. Let's just run down mid. Let's just go for aim duels, and really, if you're confident like that, you're not going to have any trouble whatsoever winning out these gun duels, especially if you're just like Ferrari drifting all over the place.
Asian Braum with the flip. That grenade mid-trench cut is what gave him and his team information.
Gosh, I wish we actually got that. But we're still going to be over towards, I mean, other places on the map at this point, and it's just yet another massacre of Team Wolves. Man. Eat my bullets.
Leaves is just getting frags left and right. I feel like we're not talking about him enough.
No, he's been a great support player for the team thus far. Not just support. Asian. Oh my! This is where we could kind of be like, yo, can we get a camera on like everyone at this point? Because Asian Braum, on our screen at least, he's catching so many sick frags just with the sniper. He's making it look easy. He's making it as if he's playing like Counter-Strike or something. It's just wide flicks. Should never happen on Call of Duty, but ladies and gentlemen, still is a 3-on-1. Eat my bullets being that last one remaining. Still making his way around through the back end. Time is running out though. Time is already done. It's already done. 5 seconds left. Time is done. And there you go. Round win once again. It is Team Blue securing a second round.
Yeah, you know, definitely should have played his life there. You know, not giving anybody on Team Blue a kill. Don't let them get near their specialists. Definitely should have played their life, but Asian Braum.
Yeah, somebody else.
Absolute menace with a sniper.
Him and Ro have been quite the dynamic duo, and it's been a really fun time thus far watching both players. So let's keep on running, however, as we do have our round ready and raring to go. Some sending switches all the way back in their spawn. I don't think Team Blue really needs to worry all that much, but here we go. They switch over to the attacking side. Quite the different dynamic here, Saber. What's going to be the mentality for these players? Are they going to keep on going with that same wide swing mechanic?
I think they're just running around for kills at this point. I mean, if you take a look at the minimap, you got 3 hard pushing A, you have 1 in mid, and then you had 1 running outside field, now also hitting mid, and they're pinching these guys, you know. Team Wolves, they're placed everywhere, they're thinking they're safe. Next thing you know, you got 1 guy in front of you, 1 guy to the left, 1 guy to the right, 1 guy behind you. What do you do?
Dominating in general.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. What do you do, dude? Jovi at the end with that frag, and wow. I like how we've been highlighting Jovi all day, but he's at the bottom.
That's what playing together
for the team. His entire team is just going so nuts right now. Everyone catching frags, and no, that isn't like a jab at Jovi by any means. It's really just a testament to how great Team Blue actually is at the moment. And I mean, this is COD, ladies and gentlemen. This is COD that you guys are watching. There's still multiple other games going out throughout the weekend, but this Team Blue side could also have an immense advantage going into tomorrow because they do have a couple of MOBA players, one of them being Asian Braum.
See, Jovi may be bottom fragging, but from a Call of Duty standpoint, what he is playing his position perfectly. He is pushing up mid. He is pushing the team back. He is allowing the pinch. He is pushing the other team to where they have nowhere to go. They're backed into a corner, surrounded. He is playing perfectly, just like he's playing in field now when getting 2 while they're trying to rotate over to the B bomb. They are now up. He's getting tagged. He gets another. Oh, he does not. Could not finish the kill. Dr. Roscoe takes him out, makes it a 3-2. Asian Braum picks off Hornets. This is just, that went from a boring round to a quick round, real quick.
Right. It's still a 3v2, however, still is a very intense one. Love this position from Asian Braum, however, looking over that A site. Quite the sniper's paradise, as we saw him kind of show off earlier. But the bomb is going to go down on the B site. It's going to be a 3v2 rotation. 3v2K on it. A couple of shots coming in from Ro. Ro's already on the inside. That's crazy. The rest of his team are still rotating, and now there's still one more player remaining. There goes in a flash. Player, if I'm not mistaken, is over to the outside area, but this should be done and dusted. Rowe doesn't care, however. Rowe is so aggressive, man. Runs on out outside of the window and easily gets that frag.
Rowe almost has a specialist
The
bonus.
guy had EOD. but he
And
was
let
flat.
me tell you how hard that is in Search and Destroy.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so a specialist bonus for people at home is, so you have your 3 perks that you choose for your class.
But
But
you
then you
gotta
have
pre-fire this
other,
game, bro.
you have 3 more perks that you can choose
Yo,
in
when
replace
you know
of
there's
kill
something around the
streaks.
corner, you gotta pre-fire
And
them, man.
every few kills, you get one. Once you get all
fire
3,
only.
and then I believe get 2 more kills afterwards,
left
you
side.
unlock, you get every perk.
Jeez.
So a specialist bonus is kind of overkill, and to get one in respawn is nice, but to get one in Search and Destroy is absolute madness.
Quite the he plays again, and I can't even imagine that this dude is actually going
I'm
for
here with you.
something as unprecedented as
Yeah.
I don't know if that was caught, but
middle,
what
middle,
was
middle
that
attack.
shot? He actually did end up hitting someone, but Asian Brum is gonna catch up that first frag. Everyone dropping like flies for this squad. Dr. Roscoe finally running into the into the barrel of another player. 5-0. Are we gonna see the 12-0? Oh no!
I am.
Unreal.
All I know is that Jovi just beamed
the same
Eat
spot
My
together,
Bullets
different
across
angles,
that
same
field.
spot.
He beamed him down.
He's beaming.
Team Blue,
we gotta go.
you are 1 round away from knocking out Team Wolves and making it to the grand finals. That will be back-to-back 6-0 sweeps. Can they do it? Or can Team Wolves spark something amongst themselves to bring this back to a
This
possible game 3?
This position from Jovi. This is a this is a huge hotspot for some of these players. He's gonna go for that first interaction. What a spot! He's going for a second one. Does get a little bit of a dink on that last one. Still going for the spray,
Yeah, you got
but
it.
instead
Now there's
his
another guy even further
teammate
back.
leaves,
Further back.
ends up going down. So it's still the even 4-on-4,
come
but a great
on.
early interaction
That was
from
high cover.
Jovi.
That was inside second
Is
floor.
running out a little bit on ammo, so might have to be a little bit conservative on that sense. But does get
got him,
dinged up,
though.
however. That's again, like we mentioned, this upper position is a hot spot. It's more or less known that these players are going to try to go for this, but for the umpteenth time in this set, it is a man advantage going towards Team Blue. Still have Jovi over to the outside area, watching over not only sight, but over the outside area.
Jovi is
It has to be a
definitely
different
bringing.
approach. What, Asian Brown with it? Oh no, not again, not again. We already know.
again.
We're not even watching him, and we already know what's going on. AJ2K goes down. That's nasty.
fine?
Last man remaining. Oh no way! Asian Brown's right behind him, and that's just it. We gotta watch this kill cam. Wait a gosh dang second. We see hysterical. The team's going hysterical. We gotta watch it.
Back.
Oh no.
6-0
Oh no.
sweep.
Oh no. Oh, he's trick shotting an S&D.
Asian Braun,
Oh my
you are not supposed
God.
to play with your food.
That's it, right? Yep.
Bruh.
Bro, 8-1. Asian Braun,
Get me out the
8-1.
gulag.
Jovi, 6-3.
Get me out the gulag.
Oh my goodness. Shinza, 0-6. That's nasty, 3-6. Eat My Bullets, 3-6, 2-6, 3-6. Team Blue just had a field day against this other team.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's check what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm not mistaken, that is going to be it. We do have the handshakes, and that's just it. A BO3, 12-0, and I mean, like I was saying before, the Wolves, they were looking impressive going into the game, and honestly, they were catching a couple of frags near the end. They were making the rounds look close. That's really all that matters to me. It was a 12-0, but it was close.
Yeah.
That's like the sentiment that you have from maybe fighting game tournaments or whatever, but I mean, it's just it. That's just it, bro. The players are bantering, though. That's probably the most important thing to me at the moment, where when you do end up getting stomped like that, you're gonna feel salty. Like it's just a way of life at this point. But then they come out of this loss with just being like, yo, we lost. Cool, time to go home.
Yeah.
Time to chill out. But man, ladies and gentlemen, this is nowhere near the end of our day 2. I mean, we still have some more COD action coming up. We still have Mortal Kombat 2. But gonna ask you the question: who's the MVP of the game?
Oh, definitely Asian Braum.
Asian Braum.
Those snipes were
Really? Yeah, okay, we get it. You had frags. Okay, look,
the reason I'm gonna give it to Asian Braum is simply for this. For 2 reasons. 1, the snipes, the flicks, absolutely insane. But 2, I don't know if you noticed, but every single time Team Wolves tried to push to the A site and Asian Braum took them out, Wolves said, oh crap, we gotta go to B, not knowing there are 3 members of Team Blue waiting for them on B. So Asian Braum played his position perfectly, and he just baited the other team, ultimately giving them the 6-0 on our cloth.
Sure, and if you had to give an MVP for the entire set, who are you giving it to?
For the entire set, Roe.
Gotcha.
Kid is nasty. He can drop shot. He could B-hop. He could punch you in the face. As we saw. Kid is nasty, and congratulations to Team Blue for making it to the grand finals.
Yes, sir. Grand finals of Call of Duty action, but there's still so much more esports.
So much COD. I love it.
This is what we've been missing for the past couple of months, man. Like, we're just making it up in like one night.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, just there's not much that you can talk about in a 12-0 stomp. That's kind of like, kind of commentators, they dread the 12-0.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, because it's like, you want a close game. You want something that you can really talk about, that you can bring the audience through. But you can really talk about the storylines going into this one, how this Team Blue side is just it's just a mismatch of just like all-stars, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, you have, of course, you had Jovi, then out of nowhere, you just have Rose stepping up to the plate. We were touting Asian Braum before the game. AJ2K, who came in from the ECG Counter-Strike team. It's just good. I mean, it's a good lineup, but I never would have expected them to gel so quick.
Yeah. Looks like everybody is getting set up at their stations for losers. We are sanitizing down the equipment to stay safe in this very crappy pandemic.
Yeah. to say the very least, the fact that we do have this luxury of having a sanitization team, it's honestly, it's very commendable.
This could not have been put together any better.
Yeah.
When you're at the front door, sanitize temperature checks. When you're walking in somewhere new, sanitize. They're sanitizing everything after every match, and everybody's wearing masks. Masks are required.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're taking the perfect precautions for a perfect event.
Yeah, maybe not the players though. Maybe not the players, but for sure the guys. Hey, we're commentator, all right. We have to open our mouths, all right. I see AJ down there. He's just like, why aren't you guys wearing masks? Yeah, I mean, I think at this point we are just chilling and vibing for our next game.
Just vibing. Now I have a question for you.
What's popping?
Is this my water or yours?
Cheers.
I don't know.
Stay hydrated, folks. No clue. But wanted to talk to you though. Really, in terms of this next game, it's going to be incredibly interesting. These Counter-Strike players in Team Red, they were very much, they were getting accustomed, in a sense. They were getting accustomed to really this entire system of, just Call of Duty aiming in general. Of course, they are going to be using up kind of that mouse and keyboard dynamic, but now that they have a little bit more experience, and now that they're actually playing up against a pretty good team, do you think that it's going to be more or less a similar result to last time, or will they actually keep it pretty close?
I think both teams, it's going to be very close. Both teams are in losers. If you lose, you're out. Go back to your hotel. So I think both teams want to keep fighting. So I think we could potentially see a game 3.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a close game, but I did. What's the name of the day again?
What was that?
What was the name of the day again? The name of the day. Who's the man,
Oh.
the myth, the legend?
J Baby.
J Baby. What a name, too.
I thought you meant like it's Friday. I was like,
Oh
it's
my God.
Friday.
What's the day? What's the day? Like, what's the day of the week? I've already lost count. We've just been chilling out here this entire time. But yeah, no,
Picked
absolutely.
me up 12 hours ago.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. Look, it has been a long day. But, yeah, no, just talking straight up. Yeah, J Baby, that whole game, he dropped 20 in an S&D. I don't...
Casual.
Just a
Just
casual.
another day.
And not only that, but that was like a close game too. It wasn't like the 6-0s that we're seeing right now. Like his team legitimately had to work for that game, and it just so happened that J Baby was fragging the entire time.
I think J Baby's gonna drop 20 again.
No way.
I think he's gonna drop 20.
No way. That's
I think he can do it.
disrespectful, bro. Huh?
J Baby's gonna drop 20.
Ooh, damn. Okay. That hurts. That hurts on a personal level, dude. Time is ticking on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. We are just chilling. Now, other than Valorant and potentially, of course, Call of Duty today, what are you looking forward to for the rest of this weekend?
I am looking forward to League.
League.
Like I've said many times.
Are you a League player by any means? I didn't. No. Okay, yeah.
I know absolutely nothing about the game, but I'm hoping maybe there will be a couple players here who know about the game, and maybe just watching it I can learn something.
Just sweeten up the pot, because I mean I've watched collegiate games of League of Legends before, and they're like players that, like, if you don't know how to play the game, it's like headless chicken.
Yeah.
Like, you have no clue where you're going. Yes, you're gonna be able to like click around the map and be like, yeah, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. But what happens when you actually need to get in a fight with someone? Like it's over. It's over. I mean, for myself at least, I'm very much looking forward to Super Smash Brothers. Come very soon.
Smash is always fun to watch.
Yeah, that's my
Meta Knight is the Meta Knight's the guy.
Look, that's not happening. That's not happening. You're not. No. Look, all I'm saying, right? I play like a high mid tier. It's not happening. It's not happening. And I'm sick. I'm nuts. My character, busted. Me, busted. You, not so much.
You probably made Little Mac.
No. Even if I did, you would get slapped. Still waiting up here to see what really the next interaction is going to be, because we still have lots of different events happening on tonight. If I'm not mistaken, we had Mortal Kombat still being set up once again. Also, I haven't seen really any signs of Team Red around the building. Have they just been chilling about?
I believe there's 2 members standing over there.
Oh, might just be. Oh yeah, no, they're vibing then. They're just waiting. What's up?
We might have a celebrity match coming out. We're just confirming right now.
So is losers being played in COD or?
That was winners finals.
No, yeah.
Now we would run through all loser brackets, and then grand final up to the last. So we would have 3 losers.
Okay.
3 matches.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I thought somebody said something about losers being played in Mortal Kombat.
I don't know who said that.
Weird champ. Yeah. Also,
I have no idea what that is. Like, so basically, like, bro, it's literally CS. Like, it is not CS. It is literally the back or back. I am not. My aim is not that good at CS. Bro. The best thing about my aim is all of you. In Warzone, there is none of this. There's no smokes. There's one flashbang. There's smokes? Man, fuck you. Are there lineups? Can I look at the sky and like supposed to block out snipers? I mean, you could.